Hey guys, what's up? Today I will be doing the movie review Wall Street Money Never Sleeps, or in this case, Wall Street 2. So, this is a very complex movie. It may not seem like it, but it is a business movie nonetheless. So, let's break it down. Okay, well, we have into three stories. Let's break it down into three stories. The first story being that Gordon Gekko, alright, right here. The second story is Winnie and James. Portrayed by Shia LaBeouf and Carey Mulligan. And then we have Brett and all his information dealing going on, who's portrayed by Josh Brolin, if I'm not mistaken. So let's talk about each quick story for a moment. Gordon Gekko was you could say, villain of the first film, sort of. And now he's out of prison 22 years later. And now he's trying to sort of skirmish his way up to the top and sort of reconnect with his daughter, Winnie. Okay, now James is portrayed by Shia LaBeouf, and so James and Winnie have this relationship that sort of breaks apart during like the part of the middle movie, I guess, part of the middle, and it sort of, you could say, wraps up at the very end. And then you have Brent, the whole businessman, who's like the new guy out of town. You could say the new Gordon Gekko. He's not really much of a Gordon Gekko, but he's more of a businessman. And what he has done to for his character, he's made mistakes in the past, and he basically deals with like money and business corporations, and so that ties in with James, and so there's this like twist between them that James figures out about his whole oil company, and so his oil company schemes. Alright, so we have the three stories explained. Now, how do they all combine into one? Well, James gets information or is influenced by Gordon Gekko a little bit, and he starts to get a knowledge of a few things. And how he gets this knowledge is he makes a deal with Gordon. Bring me a picture of a recent picture of Winnie, and he will do something in return. So there's at least three deals that they do. We find out that there is a surprise coming at the very end of the movie that changes Gordon Gekko's mind about this whole business and family operation. He's not sure which one to choose. So that's very compelling. So we have the Winnie and James and Gekko Corporate tie-in right there. And so how this all comes down in the end is that Brett gets sort of is on the spot for doing things he wasn't supposed to do. He double dipped in some situations with a company called Locust, and so he's screwed, and that's about it that we see of him. And well, the whole Winnie, James, Gordon Gekko tie-in, that sort of sums up the whole movie with like what they have to do. So James is offering, like I said, there's a little surprise. He offers a surprise for the $100 million that has been taken out of. You have to see the movie of Winnie's Swiss bank account that she was going to give to charity. And towards the end of the film, there's a sense of redemption for Gordon Gekko, since he realizes there's not enough time for this for it all to work out in the end. So that's the last time we see him. He just basically walks off after talking to Winnie and James, and like I said, it's an on and off sort of broken up relationship that doesn't really go so well in the movie, but nonetheless, it is a good movie, and that is my review on it. Now let's see, rating wise, I would have to give this movie 2.5 stars. For my reason right now is, right after I watched the movie, there were at least probably 3 to maybe 5 scenes that could have made the plot of the movie just flow. Really flow from the beginning to the end. And so I think that has a good sense of awareness for those deleted scenes that did not make it into the movie, which I think they should put into the movie. There's one that talks about, I'm not going to get into it right now, okay? So, but there are some good deleted scenes that should have been in the final cut of the movie. Now, if you're unfamiliar with this, this is the sequel to Wall Street, the movie that starred Charlie Sheen. In fact, he gets a cameo in this movie as Bud. That is his character's name from the first film. So this is the sequel to Wall Street. That was like in 1988, something like that. So yeah, like I said, there's elite. Oh, speaking of, there's one very particular scene that they sort of thrown in there just for the hell of it, which is Gordon Gekko getting his haircut and trimmed, and we see Donald Trump. Yes, Donald Trump, sort of walking into this barbershop, getting his haircut, and they're just having a conversation in this barber shop, and that's one of many scenes that could have been in the final cut of the film, but they decided no. This is again a business movie, so it would make sense for people to throw in some business people, and Donald Trump is a huge success with money. Alright, so that is my review. Quick thoughts on it. My rating, 2.5 stars. it would have been better with all those good deleted scenes. Not all of them, but a good chunk of them. And that's it. Oh, before I go, here we have 1 second. The digital copy of Wall Street, Money Never Sleeps, and the Blu-ray one. There's Gordon Gekko. So this is 22 years after he's been out of prison. So when I first saw this movie, the trailers, I thought this looks like a cool, neat movie to go and see. But after watching it today, I think they could have at least done a better editing job. But nonetheless, it's a good story that powers on through. Alright? Rate, comment, subscribe. For the people who are not liking these, put a comment down. You want, if you're saying this makes no sense, it gives me good feedback as to what I'm doing. So rate, comment, subscribe. This is my review on Wall Street, Money Never Sleeps. It is a puzzle nonetheless. And catch you later, alright? I would recommend buying this movie and the first one.